Namaste. My name is Rani Chakraborty and I am a resident of Kolkata. Uh, this is a video regarding explanation of spiritual theories, spiritual science, and my journey in spirituality. A few days ago, I did a program on Facebook with a Bangladesh Facebook group, and there were pertinent questions asked to me regarding spirituality in that group by a journalist as well as the Facebook live viewers. I have friends who had difficulty in understanding Bengali in that video, and I dedicate this video to all my friends, especially my brother Krishna, who has urged me to make videos so that it can inspire people like him who are traveling the journey to God with me in their respective domains. We have different spiritual gurus and spiritual affiliations, but our goal is the same: to reach God. It is for all those people and all those aspirants who have a lot of questions regarding spirituality, and I would be happy to answer to them at any point of time. Please leave your comments and reviews so that I can get back to you. Now, what is spirituality? Spirituality is very easy as well as very difficult to understand. Spirituality is as vast as the creation itself, which encompasses the entire cosmos and beyond. Spirituality is as simple and as minute and as subtle as a dot. The entire creation began with a dot. It began with the sound energy, Nad, Omkar. Omkar, on the entire creation lies on the sound energy. It is the basis of creation. The solemn aim of spirituality is to find this dot from where the creation has begun, or which is the source of the entire energy that encompasses the cosmos. Now, this dot is within us and outside us. To merge within the dot, to merge in the source of creation, is the sole aim of spirituality. It is to find out from where we have come, and we have to reach there consciously, and that is the aim of spirituality. God can have any name, any form. It does not matter. In any religion, that is the primary aim: to reach the Creator. You have different religious dogmas and faith that will guide you to the Supreme Creator, but your aim is the same. Your path may be different. God has created each one of us with special attributes, and we shall merge with the infinite on the dot according to our inherent imbibed tendencies. Even if we don't believe in past lives, still we'll be set on the path of liberation or enlightenment, on the path set to us by the Supreme God. We don't even choose our path. The beauty of it is, unconsciously, subconsciously, consciously, we are set to the path the moment we start believing that we have to reach God. The road is made for us ahead, and only the intention, honest intention, is required. The dot within us leads us to the conquest or the quest of ourself, the quest of our soul, to know ourselves, to know the self, the origin within us. God lies within us. In the Bible it is said, man was created in the image of God. So in every human being, in every creation, the energy of God is inherent, is potent, and only human beings have the capacity to discover it within. We are endowed with that intelligence, with that logical thinking and reasoning. No other species of animal or mineral kingdom or plant kingdom has this power, and sets us different from the other kingdoms, animal kingdom and the plant kingdom and the mineral kingdom. It is because of this intelligence, it is because of this potency as human beings to reach enlightenment, to enlighten ourselves, that sets us apart from the rest of the creation. In Gita, it is said that it's your aim, it's a final goal. It is the only reason that you're alive, that you have to reach God. Everything that you do, every word that you speak, everything that you do has to be dedicated to God. And your final aim in life is to reach Him. Unlike the materialism that really veils us with materialistic aims, that we have to become a CEO, we have to reach certain goals, we have to achieve certain economic conditioning in order to be well established in our lives. That has become our real aim of life. We've forgotten our religion, we've forgotten our spiritual science, we've forgotten everything on earth because of our materialistic pursuits. And that's the reason we suffer. This one precious human birth which comes after 84 lakh yonis, and we waste it in achieving aims and goals that will not bring us any peace, it will not bring us any happiness. Happiness is fleeting with every aim and desire in every age. It is momentary. Once you have a car, you need 2 cars. Once you have a house, you need 2 houses. Once you have 2 houses, you want a yacht. Once you have a yacht, you need a private plane. So there's no end to it. There's no end to it. Once you have all this, you need social recognition. You want to do charity. You want to do high profile charity. There's no end. A poor person will need a house. He has many basic minimum necessities. A rich man will have his own priorities. Now, without priorities, you don't have a life. But that priorities cannot obscure your main aim of reaching God. With that in mind, you have to go ahead. That is the sole aim of spirituality, of spiritual science. It is always the materialist, the win of your mind, your heart, your soul over the materialistic conditioning in every age, till date, in every yuga, the Satya Yuga, the Treta Yuga, the Dwapar Yuga, and the Kali Yuga. For Kali Yuga people, it's difficult because we are almost obscured with avarice, malice, lies. It is to outdo and outlive with lies, with all kinds of malicious tendencies, that truth gets buried deep somewhere, it's lost. But God is truthfulness, and in order to reach Him, you have to practice it. That is another goal of spirituality. You may not be spiritual by nature, but even if you practice truthfulness, you are spiritual. You've already achieved 90% of spirituality. The rest 10% is your hard work and God's mercy to lead you to Him or her in whatever form you can think of God. To achieve this, you can choose your guru, you can choose your path, you can choose yoga, you can choose various schools of thoughts, of philosophy, different religions. It does not matter. It just does not matter. Spirituality dawns in a human being. It triggers when someone starts questioning the existence of our physical self. When he questions the disparity in living. Someone is born in a palace. Someone is born on the streets, someone is a beggar, someone is dying of corona. My neighbor died of corona while I'm alive. How does it all happen? When this inequality strikes you, you question your birth itself as to why I was born to achieve all this. Lata Mangeshkar, in one of her interviews, she stated that she does not want to be born as Lata Mangeshkar in any of her births to come. So what really propels a person who's so successful, who's treated as a goddess in India, to shun her birth? Well, every grass is green on the other side of the bank. So every life will have its own problems. It's a kind of syndrome. We always view the other person as being happy, as being satisfied, as being complete. But believe me, there are very few souls on earth who are completely happy and satisfied. Happiness is momentary, it's fleeting. Fame is momentary and fleeting. And in spite of all fame and money that Lata Mangeshkar had achieved, she did not like her life. It's one of the most mysterious questions that should kind of move a person. All these questions, when they rise in your heart and you want to know their answers, spiritually dawns unto you. And to know God, you start taking small steps. As a toddler to class 10, you've read so many books, you go through so much of learning, you go through so much of grinding. There's so much of peer pressure, pressure from your teachers. You fail, you underperform, you overperform, you are brilliant at times, you fail, and then you kind of read so many books, you give so many exams, and then maybe you reach class 10. How is it then when you are into the spiritual path, which is the path set by God, you think you can pass by just going to the temple every day, or by ringing the bells of the church every day, or by praying 1 hour every day? It's not so easy. It has steps of learning, steps of nurturing, steps of gaining knowledge, steps to build up your physical self, your mental self, your psychological aspects. When all of them come together, you pass through all the tests of God, then do you progress slowly in spirituality. It's not so easy. And when people question spiritual dogmas, spiritual beliefs, and the existence of spirituality itself, they should understand that they are not qualified even to question about spirituality, since they have not gone through this grinding. They have not passed through these steps. If I were to kind of question a nuclear scientist about nuclear science without being a nuclear science student, how would that be? It is a similar way. If you understand spirituality, if you have studied it, then it is advisable that such a person speaks and talks and asks about spirituality. Else it's only a matter of egoistic jingoism or egoistic questioning ability. That does not mean that it should deter anybody to question about spirituality. But if you don't have any sincere approach towards spirituality, just to ask a few questions will not help you in any manner. It will not get you ahead in the spiritual path. But even that is welcome, because if today you have a question, tomorrow you'll have the answer. God will provide you with answers at the right time and at the right moment. It's important that the seed of spirituality has somewhere been sown in your heart, and with your karma, and with your inherent tendencies and with your right earnest and interest, it'll grow into a tree one day, and it'll be a fruits, and then you'll be enlightened one day. It may take birth, it might happen in a birth. It all depends on God's grace and how much you have acquired through your karma. How much? Because spirituality is all about even your day-to-day life activities, your day-to-day life conversation, your day-to-day life thoughts on very trivial issues. I'll deal with it in another video regarding it. So there are many definitions of spirituality, but I dealt with this one in this video. If I find some more interesting definitions on spirituality, I would certainly try and post it for all of us. Thank you. God bless you all. Stay blessed.